everybody. Welcome to Crying in My Car, a podcast for teachers presented by Bored Teachers. My name is Devin Siebold. I've got my good buddy, Mr. James Yan. He's a stand-up comedian. He's a parent, and I say that to this time because I'm going to put some pressure on you today, James. I got the parent shoes I'm going to be putting on you, okay?
Really? You're going to put it to me as a parent?
I'm going to put it on you
You're not
today.
going to ask me hard questions like, what's their name?
No, I won't.
Gotcha.
I don't know their names.
Me neither.
So, anyways, be sure to subscribe to us online as well. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're all over the place, and especially YouTube. You can get notifications of all the videos, all the episodes, and obviously full video of the entire episode is on there as well. And our Patreon, patreon.com/cryinginmycar. So, James, it's good to have you on.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I would typically, in the past, my podcast has been me and two, Mike and Greg were kind of no kids, frat boys kind of.
Got it.
And I feel like you better understand this, but also I can get your honest opinion. All right?
Okay. Honest.
So, honest opinion.
Gotcha. Not like when I'm at home.
Your honest opinion.
Got it. Honest.
So, I've been reading, and this is not part of the news today, because it's not timely. We record these a little bit in advance, and I'm sure this situation would already be worked out. So, I don't want to talk about the situation I'm going to be discussing.
Okay.
I want to talk about the situation as a whole. Now, I know you're confused. Up in Ohio, there have been teachers striking.
Okay.
In Massachusetts, they have been fighting for the right to strike. Here in Florida, teachers cannot strike. We gave away that bargaining right a long time ago.
Got it.
It seems like up north, there's a lot of, strikes that happen throughout the years, and they've been very successful for teachers.
Okay.
However, I have to ask you, so I fully support teachers' right to strike. I think every state should have right to strike.
Yeah.
I think that should not only be just teachers, it should be every profession. If you're backed into a corner so hard that you can't survive, you need better working conditions, the ability to unionize and come together and say, hey, we're not working anymore until you fix this is a very powerful tool.
I would agree.
Now, would you? And the reason I say that is I'm going to put your parent shoes on right now because I've not asked parents about this. You always hear the mixed stuff in the media. I want to ask a parent directly. Rewind time. Let's go back, say, 2010.
Okay.
You got kids all in school. The young ones, kind of middle school, I think, probably for one of them. Let's say that the Florida teachers decide we're going on strike. Where does your position lie? Because I would think as a parent you would go, yes, good for them, get those better working conditions. But also, I have to go to work. My kids can't stay home, and I think there's a frustration that builds over time. What are parents' perspective on teacher strikes?
Sir, I had my answer halfway through your actual question.
Okay, go ahead.
Kids at home, I have to work. Tax dollars pay your salary.
Yeah.
Take my money. take my more money. Take all of it.
Yeah.
I can't be home with them.
You can't be.
No.
That's true.
They gotta go.
That's true.
No, but honestly, man, if we hear that people are having poor work conditions, nobody is cheering for that. Nobody wants anybody to experience that.
Right.
So I would still, in the back of my head, not even the back of my head, I'd say right out, those guys deserve the right to strike because they're being treated unfairly.
Right.
Because I would want to do the same thing if my job was treating me unfairly.
How do we differentiate that from, say, you and the family at the airport and suddenly the pilots go, we're all on strike. And you go, oh, my vacation?
I'm going to freak out.
You're going to be mad, right?
I'm going to be upset.
Why not that reaction with the teachers?
Because we all hear, those of us paying attention, those of us who have friends that are teachers, you see it in the news, we all hear the horrible conditions they work under.
Yeah.
You can't just honestly say, well, the hell with that. They need to get back to work because I need to get back to work. No, people are not being treated right. I mean, unselfishly, I would say that. Not every parent's going to have my same attitude.
Yes.
Because I empathize with people, man. I've seen what you've gone through.
Oh, man,
Yes.
You said the magical E word, empathy. I didn't think that existed anymore. Sorry about that.
I can't spell it.
Yeah.
But
it does exist.
It doesn't. No, most parents are not going to feel like me. I can tell you that right now, talking to parents. We have a lot of friends that are parents. They're going to selfishly think, well, I have a job to do, so do you.
I think we've gone from a sense of community
Yeah.
as to what's best for everyone into a sense of what's impacting me right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
You know, oh, that inconveniences me, you know? And this is another thing, though. I don't even think that it's as much punishment anymore. I don't know how the parents in Ohio feel, you know, because they're considering going on strike. And then, you know, there's been strikes elsewhere. But it to me, kids being home nowadays is almost like back of your mind. And I say that because parents have the technology crutch that they lean so heavily on.
That's what I was going to say.
It used to be when your kid was home, it was like, oh, great, the kid's home. You know, now I've got to entertain them. I've got to, you know, cook for them. I've got to clean. We've got to, I don't know. It used to be like where it was a big deal, even with suspensions.
Absolutely.
If your child got suspended and they came home, there was a different reaction. What? You're home? Now I got to be home from work. I got to miss work. It's like, just come with me and sit on your iPad. You can just sit on an iPad all
Pretty
day.
much.
You know, you can I'll take you to work. You can sit in a cubicle next door to me on your iPad.
And even if they stay home, let's say they're a little bit older, we have technology today. We can just watch them at home.
Oh,
Meaning
yeah.
from our phone, we can see
Boy,
them.
I didn't even think about that.
Think
but
about
yeah.
how it works now. Like the kid learns to speak,
Mm-hmm.
learns to crawl, learns to walk, then use the microwave.
Right.
That's what it is.
And literally, you're on the phone like, hey, son, listen, there's a policeman at the door. Do not answer.
Yeah.
Do not answer. But no, I just, so with these strikes, I'm always curious because I just don't feel like there's as much parental support as there used to be.
No.
But I feel like
No.
we should all be in this together because people always that's the problem that I've seen is I used to see on my computer when I would post a video, nurses would chime in and go, same, oh my goodness, that's so funny. Same thing with the nursing, same thing. Oh wow. And now I see, same thing with nursing, suck it up.
Wow.
You know, it's like, we have to do it too. Suck it up.
Yeah.
And
There's no camaraderie.
why did we stop going from, you know, hey, look at that. They're being mistreated to, I get mistreated too. You should be mistreated.
Because it's all about us now.
I mean, even the college student loan forgiveness.
Yes.
I mean, it's like,
Yes.
I know that teachers got a little bit of a loan forgiveness. Did you know that?
Yes.
I got it. When I was first started teaching, I got $7,500 forgiven. After teaching for 10 years in Title I schools, I got $7,500 forgiven. I could have had the whole thing forgiven if I had done it in a high needs area, but social studies wasn't high needs. So I got $7,500 forgiven.
Gotcha.
And I remember I posted about it. I got $7,500 forgiven. And like I had friends be like, oh, we have to pay ours off like responsible people. I'm like, you come work in a Title I school.
And they know what you go
for
through.
10 years.
And those are the people that know you.
Yeah.
See, that's what's crazy. And I'm going to tell you an awful truth that no one's going to really want to agree with. If politicians knew that voters truly cared about what happened to teachers, it would be important that you see change.
Oh, yeah.
That's the rub.
Yeah.
That's actually the rub. If politicians knew that parents were out there going, no, we're not going to stand for this, those people shape the minds of our children and their futures. We need them to make the right amount of money. We need them to have the right resources. We need class sizes to be at a manageable level. Politicians would care and do something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And they used to moderately care, but the reason they never really cared in the first place, and I put a video of this on Facebook, the reason that they didn't really care to begin with was teaching was always viewed as a woman's job, an extra job, a hobby. The man could make enough money. So it was like the man of the house, the woman would stay home and take care of things. But then at some point in society, the woman said, hey, I'd like to work too. And they were like, just go teach some children. You know, that's your hobby. It's not a real big deal. We don't need that income to survive.
Wow.
Nowadays,
Yes.
everybody in the house has to work.
Yes.
Our daughter just turned 10. She starts at Chili's on Tuesday.
Gotcha. I know. She's a fine server.
Yeah, we wish. Definitely bussing tables.
But you're right about that. When I was a kid, that was definitely the mentality of what a teacher was. It was a side job, something that she just did because the husband was doing something else.
Yep.
And that's a horrible way to think, by the way,
Yep.
and incorrect.
Especially nowadays, it's an actual profession that
Yes.
we evolved and made to where you had to have a 4-year degree.
Yes.
And you got to have these certifications, and then we started to chip away at those responsibilities that they were entitled to, and now we're kind of regressing, going back to this is not. And anybody can do it. And we are literally letting anybody do it now.
I've heard that.
And that's the part that it's just like we don't value it. We're not valuing our jobs as a society. Teachers obviously know what they go through.
Yes.
But as society, we've neglected to go, oh, other people need help too.
Yes.
That's the thing. Other people need help too. But again, I think I'm preaching to the choir because a lot of teachers are very empathetic people. And that's why they're there. They want to help society. They want to help children. They want to do better and build a better future for everybody. And it's the outside where we're getting the pushback.
And I know I'm saying this and it's cliche, but teaching's a job where you choose to do it because you want to.
Yeah,
You're not getting into it because you want to make a lot of money. So I really do think those people are special because they have a passion to want to shape the next generation.
Right. But also, I think we should pay them more money.
No, they should. No, definitely.
Because we do have that kind of mentality where we go, oh, it's a passion job. Yeah. And we don't have to pay you more. You do it because you love it. And I think we're taking advantage of people because of that. And going, yeah, you don't have to do it because you love it. So we're not going to pay you anymore because we don't think you have to do it, But now we're seeing the results of it. That's why they're having so many problems keeping teachers. Yeah, I agree. And that's why they're striking, which, by the way, I've always been mad at Florida. I think we should just strike. I think we always can't. We can't strike. We can. You might go to jail, but you might lose your job. But that's the point of a strike, risking it all. Right. That's literally what it is. We just got to get everybody on the same page. But we gave away our bargaining rights long ago. That's the other thing that kind of stinks. I think bargaining rights should reset. And what I mean by that is the people that gave away my bargaining right to strike as a teacher are no longer teaching. They're
not teaching, yes.
So give me back that bargaining right, like Massachusetts is fighting for, and then let me handle it the way I want to handle it. But who knows? Anyway, Seabold 2026. I'm making my run.
I'm running as his vice.
All right, let's go into the teachers in the news. How about that? Teachers in the news. I think this is hysterical. I think it's so funny. This is the funniest teachers in the news that I've ever clicked on.
I love it already.
It's dumb, James.
Okay.
But in my head, I was like, figures. I click on something that says Duncan Donuts is having a teacher of the month here in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, wow, maybe more Dunkin' Donuts will have that. And you can see, when you're about to click on something, you see the title and you see the description. And I read, it says, Dunkin' Donuts says you nominate Teacher of the Month and you get a $50 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts randomly selected. And it says, click here to nominate your teacher. So I click on the article. James, it's a pay article. You have to pay to view it.
No.
So it's not even a free article. We can't even just openly nominate the teachers. We have to make people pay to vote for you.
Really?
Oh man, I saw that and I was like, oh, that figures. See, I'm on it now, James. There's no way to click off of it. And it's clickorlando.com. Shame on you, Click Orlando. I was nominate your favorite educator for Duncan Teacher of the Month. And by the way, you have to be subscribed to us to do it and pay.
Can I just say this? People, if you get on that article, don't pay to click. Just go to your local school and give the money directly to the teacher you want to nominate.
Exactly. Good idea.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if Click Orlando donated all the people that paid to, view the article. Yeah, you
Absolutely.
would think. All right. This one is a controversial topic, but I have seen this happening in my own home. Now, not this person, but this mentality. So, Andrew Tate. Now, if you do not know who Andrew Tate is, he's a former fighter who flaunts his wealth on TikTok. And he's also a massive, massive womanizer. Very much a bro mentality. And men are alphas and how to be. There's this alpha male mentality that's kind of starting to creep in our society. Like, I think that men don't feel, I don't know.
Sir,
maybe they're fragile.
Ever since the first collar was popped.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But apparently, we're starting to see in UK schools, and I believe here too. If I was actively involved, I think I'd probably still see it. 14 to 15-year-old male students are showing misogynistic traits and crediting their viewing of Andrew Tate and these alpha males. In fact, they're even saying that some of these particular students are refusing to answer questions from female teachers.
Wow.
They believe that the female teachers are below them, and the teachers are saying that they're seeing misogyny. They're seeing the way they talk to young women, treating them as just conquests and objects, and that these kind of alpha males are taking on this role. And I've seen it on TikTok. I scroll through TikTok, and TikTok throws you some stuff every now and then that's like, okay, white male, let's see if he'll bite on this. And which, by the way, side note, I bit on a Jessica Simpson video, watched the whole thing. I can't get her off of my stupid TikTok now.
Oh,
it's the take my breath away, her like horrible singing.
Mm-hmm.
And now every other video is that.
Yes.
But occasionally they'll throw random videos in, and they throw in like a guy who's like super buff, and he's got like 10 models around him, and he's just treating them like dirt.
Yeah.
And this mentality, these kids are seeing it, teenagers, and they're trying to develop their identity. That's, we've already, psychology says, Sigmund Freud says the identity phase is right there. And they're absorbing the alpha male mentality. And they're projecting it in the schools.
I'm curious. All the, let's say, young men that are doing this, I wonder if at home the father is present. And do they see their fathers act that way?
So this is the thing I will say. It crept into my house briefly.
Really?
And I had to squash it because my son watches some Twitch videos, not Twitch videos, like YouTube videos of Twitch streams.
Okay, yeah.
He loves watching video game stuff. And I have it on restricted, only, kid stuff. He started using the same verbiage that the streamer was using. Everything was bruh. I mean, all around our house. He's 6 years old, and I'm like, hey, can you go clean your room? Bruh. And I'm just like, we're about to bruh up in this house. But it's become like, I see the little things creeping in, and I'm like, and we very limited, by the way, very limited in my house of his time to watch it. In the other household, he is not limited. On that Monday, when he comes back from the weekend visitation, a different child.
Yeah.
And I have to be like, just so you know, you're not there now. You are here. And we are different.
You have to ask him questions.
We have
where did you get those aviator glasses?
Yeah, where'd you get the aviator glasses? When did you take up smoking cigars? But this guy says that it's flying under the radar because these kids aren't realizing that they're being groomed, but they are being groomed.
They don't know that.
They are being groomed by these guys who, portray this lifestyle on TikTok. And the truth is, most of them don't live like that normally.
No, they don't.
But anyways, this is the interesting thing, is that these influencers like Tate talk to the cameras, and this is the most on point quote of this article, is that it's a radicalization process similar to the whole "no one understands you apart from me" kind of thing.
That's how they do it.
We're the bros together. We're in an elite club. This is who we are. And I see that even online with Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia, the comedian, has some horrible accusations against him.
Yes.
And the people that go against you and say, hey, those aren't true, use his verbiage and use the way that he would describe to kind of conquer you. Yes. He's created minions around catchphrases and things. And the teachers know it. They hear the catchphrase.
Yes.
They hear this stuff being repeated in schools. And I don't know, man. It's scary, but it says that the young men are kind of becoming these different people.
Okay, now what do you do to stop it, though?
I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but social media is such a disease on our country, and I think we gotta not enact legislation, but I think we need to talk to social media companies and work with them to improve their exposure of people certain ages to content that can influence them or be extreme.
Because it can be dangerous.
Yeah,
as a
very
parent,
dangerous.
I definitely understand that.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. Teachers leave the education industry to run a derby pub. They were two teachers.
Similar job.
Yeah, I love this, by the way. It's in New Zealand. And apparently it's called Langley Street Derby. And he says that running the pub is much more rewarding than teaching. And apparently said that, unfortunately, he didn't think teachers were getting a good deal because the teachers are so stressed, so tired, on edge all the time. So he left and started up with another teacher a pub. and it has been running well. He says that there's a lot of people coming there. It's really great. And he also says he works half the time.
Which is funny, running a pub.
Yeah, you would think running your own business like that. But he says that while he was working as a teacher, teachers work, and this is an average of 56 hours a week.
Yeah.
And so apparently he's able to do a 40-hour work week, and that's a relief.
Gotcha.
That's relief.
I do like the fact that
him.
it's happy hours, 2 for 1 for teachers.
Yeah, I
There
know.
you go.
And I bet he sees some of his old students. I bet they come in there and, hey, do a pint on you.
Yeah.
But James, I don't know about this.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I know you can see the headline, right?
Okay.
Blue Valley teachers are now wearing emergency alert buttons for classroom safety. So apparently teachers and staff are equipped to respond to emergencies faster using an alert system they implemented in the school systems earlier this year. They have a crisis alert badge worn every day by teachers and staff to call for help simply by pressing the button 3 times. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Okay.
And apparently the buildings are huge. You might not have a phone around you, beep, 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 and then it lets them know, and the entire school can go on lockdown with just 8 button presses. So if you hit it 8 times, boy, you better count. I mean, I hate to say it, but intruder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I'm on board with that. 9, oh no.
1 button press, 2 button press.
I know. I mean, it's just, what if you can't get to it? You're hiding here. Steven, hit the button 8. Never mind. Megan, hit the button 8 times. The program is apparently being implemented now. All of them have this technology, and it does determine the location of the alert down to the individual floor and room. So
Okay.
that's pretty impressive. I don't know if I'm on board. Maybe.
I would be if I knew who got the alert.
What do you mean?
Where does the alert go? Like,
So
who's supposed to respond?
It says it goes to administrators in the school. Yeah. James, that is it. That's the response. Who gets the administrators? Okay.
Right.
So on our own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to come risk their lives.
And to be honest with you, I think that it's going to be one of those things where, you have people that don't act right away.
That's right.
So you're going to have, James, you're going to hit the button 3 times, beep, 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 and the administrator is going to get the call and be like, oh, I just got an alert from room 7. Sarah, can you call down to room 7
Call down.
and see if they really need help? And then it's like, oh yeah, hold on, I've just got my lunch is in the microwave. Let me get it out. Oh, hey, Jean, can you call down to room? What was the room number? 8? Room 12? Okay, room 12, and it's never.
No, you're not going to get help.
It's going to be one of those things that we're so adamant about for the first week, and then it's just like becomes maybe you have it on you, maybe you don't.
Gotcha.
Because that's the way it was with technology. Even in our schools, we had these microphones that they gave us, and they installed speakers, and we had a microphone that we put around our neck, and we would talk, and it would amplify our voice. And you know what? It worked for a week. And then nobody did it anymore.
That was done.
The batteries died. They didn't give you batteries. The charging didn't work. One of the speakers would go out. You'd be talking. It'd be like, so I want to wait. And it's just like, throw it away.
Done. Yeah.
I can't talk to my own class in a voice. Then
I shouldn't be teaching.
Yeah. But I did think, the teacher alert system has to have a test, right?
I love it. Yes.
You got to test it. You can't just
just do it.
Right. And I'm thinking it's similar to the teacher alert system. Like, eep, eep, eep. This is a test of the emergency teacher alert system. This is only a test. Had this been an actual emergency, you would be hearing the sound long after the teacher was the first one to exit the room. In an actual emergency, please understand that teachers don't make enough to be a hero. Whatever is happening was probably entirely preventable if we would have just listened to them in the first place. And in the end, remember, none of this alert really matters anyways, because all of your AirPods are noise canceling and you're just watching TikTok videos as the world burns around you. This concludes this test of the emergency teacher alert system. This message will repeat in Spanish because it is racist and wants to give English-speaking children a head start to safety. Which is true. You ever get that you go through 6 minutes of what you should do, and then like, oh yeah, here's the Spanish part, and the Spanish people are like,
all the English kids get up and leave, and the Spanish kids are like, que
BE, I don't know. But I just
that is wild.
But yeah, so the emergency teacher alert system, I don't know. Like it's crazy what we're doing to avoid actually confronting our real societal problem.
Yeah, we gave teachers life alert.
I know.
That's what you did.
I'll tell you right now, though, the second I go into the print room and it's jammed, yeah, I'm literally, we're all going on lockdown. James, they're going to be like, he just sent a message that the Titanic has sunk. The Carpathia is on its way. And I'm like,
I don't even see any icebergs.
I just can't even. But then I wonder, I mean, you got to accidentally hit it.
Gotcha.
And then you accidentally hit it twice, three times.
Something's bad's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. And is it fast succession? I mean, what if I'm like, did? Is it going to be like, oh, that was 2 in 1?
You got to reset.
Yeah. I don't know. Good Lord. I wonder.
It's just going to be a hanging Atari paddle.
Yeah.
With the one button.
Yep. All right. Well, anyways, apparently help doesn't work anymore.
Not anymore.
So, yeah, thanks so much for tuning in to Crying in My Car podcast for teachers. Now, James, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at James Yan Comedian. And please look at my late night talk show called The Lowdown.
The Lowdown. I've been on it.
You have.
And I've also been on a show, Funny Not Famous. Yeah, so you can look that up as well. And don't forget also to rate this podcast 5 stars. Give it the thumbs up on YouTube. Tell us in the comments what you think. Good and bad. I always see all the comments and try to respond to them. Yeah, so thank you so much again. Find me on the teacher tour, board teachers tour. We're out there right now, and get those tickets now. So thanks so much, and we'll be back next week with a brand new episode of Crying in My Car, a podcast for teachers. There might be a clip up there. There might be a clip down there. If it's got our face, if it's other people's stuff, come back. Don't click on that, But us, suggested things. That's us. Crying in My Car. Devin Siebold, James Yan, board teachers. Watch. New trailer for Indiana Jones. No, don't do that. Don't do that.